Last night, I had a nightmare. A horrible nightmare. See, I just woke up not too long ago. I had a dream that there was an evil man, a big man under my bed. Now, normally that would be a dream come true for a goblin like me, because, well, dinner's served. But alas, this man, no, he stunk with the most odorous of foul smells. Not a good green smelly smell like the Goblin King before you. This goblin was a pedophile. No! Although unproven in the court of law, with staggering evidence against him, it would seem as though that a monster has found his way back onto the platform I find myself to call home. Well, it's none other than EDP445. So, this is going to be a quick video, I'm going to be honest. I just have to rant about this to my billions of subscribers. Considering YouTube doesn't like name-calling or any negative proclivities of the sort, right? You don't want to have some negative Nancy running around like myself, being rude to people. However, YouTube would rather have a pedophile on their platform. Now, EDP445, for those of y'all who don't know, used to be the biggest Eagles fan in the entire world, right? Now, I used to watch his content all the way back yonder, all the way from his high school videos, talking about shitting in the bathroom.
So I want to tell you about the time I almost shitted on myself at high school, okay? Well, in school.
To this very day, I recount of how, if you go into the bathroom, well, you expect it to smell like shit. Making astute observations about poo and Taco Bell. And pooing at Taco Bell. Now, he talked about shit, he talked about jerking off, and, well, before we had a term, I guess you'd call him a gooner. But alas, he's come back. No. For a background on who EDP445 was, besides his past ventures, he was caught in a sting operation by the man named as Alex Rosen. Right? Now, I've watched Alex Rosen's content since then, because I do like to watch some predator catch videos. It's close to my soul knowing that predators get locked up. Wish it was a little more than that, and sometimes that's still not enough. Some guys get caught like 12 times. Not a joke. I mean, hey, they just keep crawling back. But it's okay, a little bit of rehabilitation in that prison will solve that. I love watching this content, and I imagine other people can agree that the content of getting a pedophile put in jail isn't something that's bad. No matter what your reasoning might be towards how you feel towards that, I know some people say it's predatory, ironically, and they say that it is grifting. Regardless of how you feel towards the content, at the end of the day, they get arrests, and that's what matters. Pedophiles getting locked up. But of course, Alex Rosen in the past, even though it was a little more turbulent, caught EDP445 in a pretty shitty sting operation, even by his standards. Right? It was so bad that actually EDP445 walked free. Now, he didn't walk free from the world of society, but he did walk free from the iron grip that is the justice system. Although the justice system still fails us today, in cases it still works. For the little man, we can be stomped, but for the bigger man, maybe not. It's okay. It's okay, rules for thee, not for me. That's something that I, the Goblin King, can get behind. But of course, he was caught in a sting operation. We really didn't do much besides that, besides destroy his career, destroy his life, and pretty much cast him away. Now, from then, he tried changing his name. He worked at Chuck E. Cheese, or rather tried to. Funnily enough, right? Pretty ironic that the pedophile wanted to work at Chuck E. Cheese. Not helping his case.
Nigga, don't be mad, my nigga, because I'm enjoying some good-ass food.
He tried doing, what was it, Uber? DoorDash? I don't remember, but he had a creepy face on there. Moral of the story, he tried doing a lot of shit, and people tracked him down. People tracked him down so hard that he, again, tried to change his name.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Still, couldn't escape. He also couldn't escape his own ways. Because he was caught in another sting operation, this time by Gideon. Now, Gideon was wearing a cupcake outfit, last I recalled. What I love about this is how EDP looks so discontent. He's like, come on, man, why'd you do this? As if he had to come meet a minor. I had to be here. Why are you here? And sadly, that didn't go many places either. YouTube actually took it down because a lack of police presence. Whatever, it's fine. Regardless, it was shown that EDP-445 had not learned his lesson. And it stoked the flame that is the societal outrage that is the hate for pedophiles. Now, you'd be like, open shut case. Boom. Done and done. He got his account suspended. He got his accounts reported, banned. He got hated by society. But what happened? Well, in this world where time moves too fast and things get swept under the rug just as quickly, it has become imperative that we remember history. For if you forget about history, it is doomed to repeat itself. That is a phrase I came up with just now, and if you hear anyone quote that, just know it's from me. Aren't I so inquisitive? As time passes, people seem to forget, or rather, don't give a damn about what EDP has done. They say, no, he's changed, he's working on himself, even though he's shown for at least 2 times trying to get close with minors. Actually, it's more like 3 to 4 times, but he was only caught a sting operation twice. Now, you might be wondering, the Goblin King, why even bring this up? This guy sounds like a doomed creature cast to the abyss. And I would agree. I would agree that this man should be cast into the abyss. All the way to the hell, down to the bottom of hell, straight into Tartarus, the pits of Tartar. But that's not enough. Because as time passes and people don't give a damn, he keeps trying to crawl his way back. He crawled his way back on multiple platforms, and one such platform was YouTube. Now, he did come back to much hate and many reportings, and thus he got his account taken down. Then he got his other account taken down, and I think he got his other account taken down as well. But the most recent account he's made, such as the one I'm showing you right now, probably, it was taken down. Another victory for the social warriors out there. But I'll be damned if YouTube isn't known to fuck up. Now, YouTube's got a pretty bad system, I'll be honest. I've had my own issues with the system set up at YouTube Incorporated. Okay? Now, if you stay tried and true, you're fine for the most part. But they really hammer you with the fucking dick of reporting. They just ruin your day. It's almost impossible to overturn bans, strikes. You gotta cause a stink to get any of this shit sorted, and I'm not even big enough. So the shit I dealt with, I couldn't even. I just had to let it have. But EDP445, I don't know what sway he has at YouTube, and by Jove, I hope it's not much. Unless he happened to bump into somebody at Taco Bell, had a great conversation. They went, "Wait a second, I'm the CEO. I'm the CEO of YouTube. Get back on." Because, well, when he got reported and his account taken down, he got his account reinstated. No! Now you might be like wondering, the Goblin King, well, that sounds like the AI at YouTube's fucking up. And that's where you're wrong. The AI didn't fuck up. The AI did its job of, after getting enough reports, it was like, well, this guy is an evil predator. Yeah, we don't want him on our platform. But some knucklehead, some buddy bumper over at YouTube decided to reinstate his account. Yes, a human reinstated this man's account. Why? I don't know. This troll crawling under a bed decided to crawl his way back into YouTube. And that's fine. And we have to let it happen. Or do we? Or do we? And that's all my time. I don't give a damn. At the end of the day... Look, I say EDP445's name too many times, and he fucking comes in the room and starts knocking shit down. You can't see him, but he's actually over here. He's over here, next to all my chandeliers and gold ingots. But of course, you know, this sucks. I'm gonna be honest, that's my little gripe session. I thought having a fun little short video, and by fun I mean horrible. Alright y'all, well, if you made it this far about me bitching and moaning, and you think I'm not the grossest, smelliest goblin in my kingdom, maybe change that thought process so you think correctly. I am the biggest, fattest, grossest, smelliest goblin in my kingdom. And that's why you should subscribe. If you made it this far, I hope you like the video. It really does help a lot. You know, especially reaching out there, getting my content spread to the masses like a fungal spore, perhaps in the bottom of your foot. And if you really like my content, you should probably subscribe. I'm always happy to have you here. And, well, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.